Even though Marvel Studios and Disney cannot officially start shooting the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars up until, well, they finish up the scripts, but the writers are on strike, and then the actors are back on board because they're on strike, it doesn't mean that they can't make some movement. So luckily, we now know exactly what the two films' working titles are. Interestingly enough, they share a common title, which could be an indication that they're going to proceed like they did with Infinity War and Endgame. So officially, according to all accounts, what we know is that the working title for Avengers The Kang Dynasty is Apple Pie 1, and Avengers Secret Wars is Apple Pie 2. Now, this is really interesting because it's the first indication we're getting that these films are closely connected to one another, especially with a working title like this. And typically when you see something like this, if we look at history, especially with Marvel Studios, the production titles for Infinity War and Endgame at one point were the same, with a 1 and a 2. So this could be an indicator that they're going to move from one film to the second one very quickly. Now, whether or not they keep the same director on, again, who knows? It's going to take a while till everything is confirmed. But to me, this is really telling that this is how they're, proceeding with this. There is a lot of speculation right now that this is a nod to Carl Sagan, who, of course, is famous, well, for many things. But I think a lot of people remember his series Cosmos. And in there, he has a famous line where he says, and I quote, "If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe," end quote. So the apple pie thing might be a hint towards that because obviously Kang reshaping the universe, I mean, it's all there, right? So this kind of all tracks. And this is a good working title in my opinion because it's sort of simple, right? Nobody's going to expect it. Your average person that might watch the Avengers that doesn't know working titles isn't going to bat an eye when they walk by something that says Apple Pie 2, yeah, whatever. If it said Secret Wars, yeah, they're going to know. They might want to try to get some photos, right? So it's a good title. Connection to Carl Sagan makes sense. I like it. Now just if they can work everything out and actually produce these things.